Every game's important. We're staying locked in the moment.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Berlin, Germany. This is the FIBA EuroBasket round of 16, and this is the game between Finland and Croatia. This is a look at the round of 16. You can see that Ukraine just fell to a battle-hardened Poland, 94-86, and we'll have 2 more games after this one. Croatia finishing 3rd in Group C behind Greece and Ukraine. Finland coming in 2nd in Group D behind Serbia and ahead of Poland and Czech Republic. So here in the terrific Mercedes-Benz Arena alongside the Spree River in fantastic Berlin, I'm Jeff Taylor, joined again by Mike Taylor. No relation, but it's TNT coming at you. Mike, we just watched another great game. All 5 games certainly providing a lot of talking points, and this one does too. This is going to be a real battle between a couple of teams that I don't know how many people expected them to really make it to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, yesterday we had a few games that there were some, expected winners. This early game between Poland and Ukraine is a winnable game for both teams, tremendously competitive. And we have another matchup here. Croatia and Finland could go either way. Again, both teams have shined at different times in their past. And right now we've got some NBA power on the bench of Croatia. And, the core of Finland that they've developed over some years and trying to get to that next generation. We've got a really interesting matchup here in this second game.
And maybe this tournament means even more to Croatia, or for Croatia, to Croatia, because they know they won't be going to the World Cup. They're not going to qualify, whereas Finland are still well and truly in the hunt for a spot into that.
Poland, Croatia, obviously disappointed. Their World Cup dreams no longer there. They're playing in the 3 Euro Cup qualifiers in the same group. Super competitive for those 2, countries. But again, we saw Poland take advantage of their opportunity here earlier with a nice win. Great moment for Polish basketball. Croatia looks to do much the same thing. And again, they've got the NBA experience, with Bogdanovic, Saric, and Zubac. They've got the physicality in the front line. And again, it's a team that has a basketball-rich tradition in the country, so they're playing for a lot of pride.
And now introducing the team from Finland.
How about the Susi Yengi, meanwhile, coming out, and Miro Little leading the way. This is a Finland team that, shall we just say, the program for the last decade has just gotten better, stronger, deeper. I think a lot of people will give a lot of credit to the former head coach, Henrik Detman, kind of the mastermind behind Finnish basketball, at least the national team program, and how he's brought a lot of these people in and worked throughout the federation. But these players as well, the veterans, the Sean Huffs, the Petteri Koppanens, they've been terrific, and Sasu Salins, as well as the likes of Lauri Markkanen, who quite possibly, right now, you would have to say is an MVP candidate.
Without a doubt. Henrik Detman deserves so much credit for the development, not only of basketball and the national team, but he's developed so many outstanding young coaches and Finnish coaches.
And we're going to see one of them now, Lassi Tuovi.
Lassi is a key assistant. Henrik would often turn over timeouts and let him draw plays and have a great impact. Jukka with the Estonian team. Henrik has made such an impact for Finland basketball. And, obviously this is Lauri Markkanen's team, and we've seen what Petteri Koponen, Sean Huff, these players have done in the past.
Well, these two teams gave me some of my greatest thrills in basketball. Watching Croatia win the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in 2016, and 2 years before that, watching Finland bring 10,000 fans to the World Cup in Spain. Anyway, the national anthems.
And please remain standing for the national anthem of Finland.
Great moments here before tip-off. Damir Mulimirovic shaking hands with Lassi Tuovi. I remember when I first moved to Europe many years ago, Damir Mulimirovic was running up and down the courts playing that exciting basketball. Here he is, graduated to the coaching ranks and trying to, I would suggest, kind of resurrect Croatian basketball, because it does need to be resurrected to get back to that level where I think everybody expects it to be. Saverio Lanzarini is the crew chief. Lorenzo Baldini on the right from his fellow Italian, and Martins Kozlauskas on the left from Latvia. And I would suggest that is a very good refereeing trio. So we have the trophy in the house. It's not going to be one today, but it's just there to kind of make the taste buds salivate for all these players, I guess.
Remind everyone what they're playing for, but this Croatia team, there's so many great players that have played for the national team through the years.
This guy's every big as any Croatian player for me. I don't know if it's because I've watched him play, but man.
Bojan Bogdanovic, the current primetime player, go-to player. I have memories competing, coaching against this Croatian team, and he's such a difference maker, can score from the perimeter, create one-on-one hit shots, and then Ivica Zubac patrolling the paint, establishing the inside for this team. Again, you talk about the impact that the potential NBA players have. Bogdanovic and Zubac are critical players for Croatia.
Mulimirovic, again, he is really excitable over there on the bench. And do you think it helps to have a coach that's played for the national team?
Without a doubt, he has a great feeling for the situations that players are in. He can connect the generation to the next generation and have an understanding of where things stand in the course of history.
Lauri Markkanen just keeps getting better and better, and for Finland, 24.8 points per game, 53% inside the arc, even shooting 42% from deep. And, we're watching him play against Israel, and we were concerned that maybe Finland were relying too much on him.
The things that I loved about the Finland teams of the past, and we see Sasu Salin a big part of the present and the things that they've accomplished in the past. Sasu, 47% from three, knocked down, lights out three-point shooter. But, they always had a great system that kept everyone a threat on the floor, great teamwork and continuity in their offense. And at times, you know, they've relied so much on the talent and individual scoring of Markkanen.
Lassi Tuovi, and you know, we talked about this, but Henrik Detman had him as his assistant. Of course, he's had some success at SIG Strasbourg as well. Lassi Tuovi was running plays during timeouts really as far back as the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2014. So I think that was one of the great achievements of Detman, was to put responsibility in the hands of everybody.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You know, he delegated the opportunity and gave guys responsibility, and these guys have grown into excellent young coaches, and it's nice to see Lassi, you know, continue the tradition here with the Finland national team. And as you mentioned, Jeff, we talk a lot about Lithuania's fans, but Finland through the years have been fantastic traveling fans supporting their team.
Oh, man.
And, you know, EuroBasket 2017, we were there in Helsinki.
You experienced it.
Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. My Polish team had an amazing double overtime game, which Finland ended up winning. And you could see the star being born of Markkanen. But again, today, Finland needs to make sure they're getting contributions from other players.
Well, Croatia are going to start with Jalin Smith, Mario Hezonja, Dario Šarić, Ivan Ramlak, and Bojan Bogdanovic, with Perkovic, Perkashin, Simon, Gninic, Matkovic, Mavra, and Zubac. Must be pretty good to bring a guy like Zubac off the bench.
Yeah, again, you like their team, you like the depth, and it's just about finding the good rotation for the squad.
And for the Susiyengi, Sean Huff, Sasu Salin, Mikael Juntunen, Eden Maksoni, and Lauri Markkanen, with Miro Little, Petteri Koponen, Kantanen, Valtonen, all those guys coming off the bench, Seppala, Palmi. So you were telling me before that in your experience, or in basketball, when when one of your teammates has the ball and he's being chased down from behind, everybody would yell "wolf." Now, is that universal, or is that just for you guys?
I think it's accepted a lot in the United States. If you're playing pickup basketball or even in an organized game, it's just communication to help your teammate. Instead of saying, "Hey, someone's coming up behind you," you just say one word, "Wolf, wolf," and people understand. Oh, I need to watch my back.
So in this case, for Finland, it really is appropriate because the Susiyengi, that's the wolf pack.
And you love the identity of the Susiyengi. You can see the wolf pack pin
on the lapel.
Again, yes. They've done a fantastic job developing the national team and growing the identity.
Hey, first offense, chest. Don't go. Babo, ćeš s ove strane. Okay, with this side. Okay. Don't go. Bring the ball, pick and roll. Hezi. Dobro, tu, Ramo ovamo, okay? Selvä, tulla Bogdanovic. Tulla Hezonja. Bogdanovic ja Ramliak. Hei, sisäpeli tuolla backpickisillä. Shoni Haippari, Sasu vapaudu tonne. Noin, Mikke mene suoraan ulos. Ja sen jälkeen Eno syöttö tonne, Lauri postaa, extended posti. Osu backscreen, mä veikkaan, että Hezonja on sussa. Niistä osuu taas, nää me tekee se tonne noin. After that when we switch, okay, onside. Go deeper, but cut from this side. Hezi budi ovdje gore.
Speak of the devil, or speak of the wolf, there they are. Two members of the wolf pack in the crowd. I think the Susiyengi applies to the fans, to the team, to everybody. They're all in it together. And again, Finland with Koponen. He was the star, still is a star. Salin still is a star, but without question, Lauri Markkanen is the superstar of this team.
You have to love when the fans wear costumes to the game. That's something special.
It creates kind of a carnival atmosphere,
yes,
doesn't it?
Yes, it gets the guys going, gets everybody going. Again, you gotta love it. Great fan support for Finland.
So many of the Finnish fans, they're not clustered together. They're all over the place in here. I think they should get them together. So anyway, just minutes away for the second round of 16 game today. In the first game, Poland won a hotly contested round of 16 contest against Ukraine. Well, hello everybody and welcome. We are underway in Berlin, the second round of 16 game of the day, and Mario Hezanya backs his way in for Croatia and scores. And I thought that was a real telling stat, and I would like to compliment the gentleman that selected that one for Finland, because that is huge. When they lead at halftime in their last 12 wins, or last 12 games they won at the EuroBasket, but with Smith coming up and getting that steal, it's been a rather poor start for the Susi Yingi. So Finland, the last 12 times they've led at halftime, they've won their games at the EuroBasket. And a foul called on Croatia. Rimlak. Maxoni gets it into Markkanen. Alley-oop, couldn't have asked for a better opportunity. And good steal by Markkanen. Wow, look at the big fella go.
Great length, recovery.
Maxoni for three, and that's what happens. Points off turnovers. Keep an eye on that stat.
And again, Jeff, the challenge for Croatia today is transition defense and defending the three-point line. Impacting the game early for Finland.
Sasu Salin trying to guard Bogdanovic and forces the turnover. Salin, a big part of Tenerife's title-winning run in the Basketball Champions League this past season. Maxoni, again, just opened with the three. Here he is getting it inside and putting it up and putting Finland in front.
Really great finish, great body control, created separation, nice touch off the glass.
And so the veteran Huff getting the start today, and now it goes down, and what a finish that was for Bogdanovic. Markkanen was ready.
You think of Bogdanovic as a perimeter player, but he's so good around the basket, posting up and finishing.
Here's Sean Huff. Rimlak, strong rebound for him. Charlotte's getting tangled up with Janssinen. Here he is. Charlotte's gonna spin both ways. Good. About as good a defense as you can have in that situation. Salin for three. Good. Sasu Salin.
You cannot make a defensive coverage mistake with Salin. You got to fight over the top, or if you're going to switch aggressively. Again, Salin hits his first three.
And when the first three goes for Salin, that's a pretty good sign for him and Finland. Maxoni, the mismatch, fouls Šarić.
You see Ramljak, Bogdanovic, they don't switch up and under, miscommunication. Ramljak looked like he expected the switch. Wide open three for Salin.
Smith, high arcing shot, and Salin able to rebound the miss. Salin, make it two. He's as hot as a Finnish firecracker right now, folks. (11-6), the Susi Yingi on top. Bogdanovic.
Again, we've seen Croatia have opportunities.
Look out for Markkanen! I'll tell you what, there might not be a more spectacular presence at this FIBA EuroBasket than Lauri Markkanen. I am impressed.
Jeff, coast to coast, they don't stop the ball. Again, we talked about two factors, transition defense and three-point shooting. Finland off to a great start.
We cannot allow these shots in the first break, okay? Bliže, Hezi, moramo biti bliže na Salin. Nemojte da ostanemo. Sve, rekli smo sve sviča. U napadu, okej, sve, samo se sviri, sve u redu. Sve okej, jel jasno? Pripazite na flipove, pripazite. Let's play, one, okej. Go here, with Shishi, short roll.
Well, you know that Saleen is the shooter, and he was able to get free for a couple of three-pointers.
Jeff, if you're Croatia, you're not happy about the game plan execution here in the early going. You've made mistakes that have opened up three-point shots for Salin, and he's now hot. And then the transition defense, marking coast to coast.
And Mike, if I'm a Cleveland Cavalier fan right now, I'm saying to myself, I'm saying to management, what were you thinking about?
Well,
why did you trade Lauri Markkanen to Utah?
They're banking on Donovan Mitchell being an impact player, but
yes, but
again, Markkanen has really excelled here in EuroBasket. He's had some big games, and you can see impacting the defense with steals, pushing the ball in transition, finishing. But you know, Croatia's advantage is at the post, and they've left some of these plays unfinished right at the basket.
Elias Valtonen is checked into the game for Finland, for Jantunen. Here's Šarić coming out and has to settle for a couple of free throws to foul on Sasu Saleen.
Nice short roll, get to the foul line, but again, a finishable play.
Šarić was the MVP of the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament 2016 in Turin, when he, Kruno Simon, and Bojan Bogdanovic led Croatia to the victory there, and they got to the Rio Olympics. And they lost a close quarterfinal to Serbia. He makes the second as well. See his averages. Remember, coming off a serious injury. Not sure where he is in terms of percentage. 85% all the way back, 90%, 95%.
Sure, he's gaining his rhythm more and more with each game.
Maxoni pulls up the dribble, gets it to Markkanen, and he is positively dazzling, and it's quite fitting he's wearing the number 23, in my opinion.
Again, Maxoni has made some plays here in the early going. Nice delivery, Markkanen, above the rim finisher, lays it in.
Smith now to Šarić, who gets free, puts it up, tough make. I don't think Valtonen is going to be able to stop him. Valtonen had a great season, or a solid season, with Manresa in Spain. Here's Sean Huff stepping up and misses his second three, but is able to bat the basketball over to Maxoni. And now Bogdanovic guarding Saleen. Markkanen. And the box out leads to that rebound, and Saleen misses, and then the foul called on Smith is Lauri Markkanen causing all sorts of problems in a myriad of ways.
Well, you just talk about defensive discipline here. You know, there's just a scramble for Croatia. They've got to solidify themselves with 5 blockouts. They've got to make sure they have their switches and communicate their coverages so there's no breakdowns.
Seppälä now in the game, he inbounds it to Markkanen. Also, Alexander Madsen. Number 20 is in for Finland. Seppälä gets it back. Saleen, it looks good. It is his third three-pointer, and in the first 5 minutes.
Nice action, zipper cut, flare screen for Saleen. Again, when he's hot, he can really fill it up.
Hazonia from downtown, and that was Madsen knocked it away, but Šarić, pretty decent position, not able to score with a putback. Seppälä zips it over to Sasu Saleen. Elias Valtonen, entry pass, Lauri Markkanen. Ooh. kind of rattled out there after going off the backboard. Now Hezonja goes in. And Alexander Madsen, end-to-end basketball. So foul called on Finland. And it's called on Lauri Markkanen. So Jantunen is going to come back in for Lauri Markkanen. So let's watch how good Finland are when Markkanen goes off the court. Because you know when he's out there, it just must really raise the confidence level.
Takes all the pressure off the rest of the players.
Matkovic also in the game for Croatia. He hands it off to Bogdanovic, and now the lob, and Madsen pushes Matkovic out of the picture.
For Croatia, the point of emphasis is finishing plays at the rim early on. They've had several great opportunities from their main players. They've got to finish their plays at the rim.
Bogdanovic fouled as he goes up by Ilari Sepala or Saline. I think Sepala. It was indeed on Sepala.
Here's Markkanen again.
So Koponen, the veteran, comes in for Saline. And as Bojan Bogdanovic does, starts to carry Croatia here offensively. Goes to the line. Bogdanovic now with 4 points. Sepala to Valtonen. He's got to put it up. Ooh. Did he get it off? Barely, but wasn't close.
Again, without Markkanen on the floor, where are their shots coming from?
Markkanen can create, can he?
And Saline also not there.
And the dump to Šarić. Here comes Croatia, closing the gap to 4 points.
Nice high-low and good finish that time from Šarić.
Jantunen in the left corner. Makes the skip pass to Madsen over to Koponen. And I think they're going to call traveling. Good defense by Croatia. Šarić going to work. So Croatia just clawing their way back with Markkanen on the bench and also Kruno Simon in the game. Simon gets it over to Bogdanovic. Good! Look at that! Closing the gap to 1. That was a long way out. That was close to the logo.
Shot clock running down. Rather than force a shot one-on-one, swing it. Big shot from Bogdanovic.
Alpin gives it back out to Koponen. Koponen gets blocked by Simon. And now Croatia with a chance to go in front. Ooh. Šarić taking it right to Jantunen. This was Bogdanovic just inside the logo. I think it still means something to him. Look at that. Bogdanovic, the captain of this Croatia team. And Saric can put his team in front. So a nice little comeback.
And again, Jeff, Saric has drawn 4 fouls here in the first quarter. Really trying to work hard and establish the post. Just has to be more efficient with his finishing and now making his free throws. Can really boost this offensive team.
He does get the second. And now Finland looking for some offense. Kontonen in the game. Into number 14, Kontonen. Now Valtonen. Turnaround on the baseline. Finland's offense just drying up here. Simon. Bogdanovic. Good rebound, Madsen. Koponen. Jantonen. And the foul on Krunoslav Simon.
Without Markkanen on the court, it is a real challenge for Finland to create shots for one another. They have to work very hard at it against this bigger lineup of Croatia.
Well, Markkanen is back in. Koponen for 3. And the second bounce on the rim allows Markkanen to come in and get the offensive rebound and putback because Hazonia went up and mistimed it. Smith misses from deep. Matkovic has the rebound, and it's knocked away, but into the hands of Hazonia. He's got to put it up. He does. Good. Wow. Some long threes being made by Croatia.
Just individual talent. One dribble, pull up 3. Hazonia, big shot.
Look at Markkanen. Maybe, well, it was at the end of the shot clock. So Croatia trailed for most of the first quarter, but they take the lead. They're up 21-20 at the end of it over Finland.
Here are your numbers. Croatia, 7 for 16. Again, they've got to do a better job finishing at the rim. Again, Salin hitting his 3 threes, sparking Finland.
Well, defense, turnovers, points are big. They helped in their comeback, and we saw also Finland benefit from that with Lauri Markkanen coming up with the basketball and getting it to Maxoni. Well, Bogdanovic has led the way with 7 points. Saric also with 7. Sasu Salin has 9 points. You saw the dunk from Markkanen, he's got 6.
Jeff, if you're Croatia, you've got to do a better job finishing plays.
Well, download the app, folks, scan in the barcode, and you will get Courtside 1891 streams, schedules, and scores.
Croatia has got to do a better job finishing plays at the rim and taking care of defensive transition. If you're Finland, You like the offense when Markkanen's been on the court because he can create shots for you. Salin, you can get the threes, but you see you're struggling to create easy opportunities for yourself when those two guys are not involved. Again, let's see what these coaches come up with here.
Yeah, the offense really did grind to a halt. And now Finland have to get it going again. Maxoni called for a push-off. He fouled number 30, Dominic Mavra. Here it is. That's the push. Kantanen, and there's the alley-oop lob to Maverick Matkovic.
What a beautiful play from Croatia.
And the pass intended for Salin. He ends up getting it and putting it up from three-point range. And the ball batted out of bounds by Finland.
Great effort defending the flare screen from Salin. Here's the lob backdoor. And not just a finish, a reverse finish.
Oh my goodness.
When you talk about finishing plays better, that's exactly what you're looking for.
That was one of the best finishes in this FIBA EuroBasket. That was spectacular. Mavra. The lob again, and Madsen, fully aware of what he is trying to do, but in trying to stop it, commits another foul. Second.
Again, there's the lob. Really nice play as Finland's trying to pressure the ball. Little back screen. And fantastic finish. But Madsen gave great effort there. He was up to touch on the pick and roll, dropped with the diver. Just as the flight of the ball, he just got into the body of the cutter too much for the foul.
Simon, oh, the veteran strokes the long jump shot. That was a 2. Maxoni with a runner.
I mean, that's a really nice play. They switched. He attacked the switch, got into the paint. Second nice finish from Maxoni in the lane.
Matkovic has it taken away. Maxoni pulls up. That's a little long, and Croatia have it back. And Matkovic moving screen.
Number 17, first foul.
Zubac's waiting his turn. Markkanen, what a terrific catch that was, and finish.
I mean, with his size and length and skill, he's such a good low post player and finisher.
Well, you see why they struggle when he's not on the court, because he's so good. You take your best player off the court, you're not going to be as potent. Mavra. Oh, Hazonia called for the foul. That was the last catch and then make from Markkanen.
Really tough matchup right there for Hazonia.
Salin over to Markkanen for 3. Good! Good idea, Salin, and Markkanen is just at a different level. He's incredible.
So again, you have a wide pin down screen for Saline. He's a threat coming off of there. He drew 2 defenders, Markkanen stretched out the defense, popping out beyond the 3. I mean, that's great teamwork.
Nemoj driblat loptu, zovni nešto drugo. Idemo ući u kretnju. Rogovi motion, da izađemo odavde, da spustimo malo loptu. Sad kad je Šiši, hej, rogove motion, kad odemo ova 2 pin downa, na Šišijevu stranu, low post, kad,
Mike, I don't know what you do to stop this. The kid is just dynamic, long, athletic, talented.
Again, you see him stretching out the defense here. Good play design from Lassi there. The thing about Markkanen is he's such an inside-outside scorer. If you put a bigger body on him to defend the post, he's going to stretch you out and make you guard the three-point line. If you put a more mobile player on him like a Herzonia, he takes you down into the post. This is the value of Markkanen's game, being a multi-level scorer inside, outside. You know, and we talked about it, man, Finland relies on him so much. Maybe they rely on him too much, but when he's getting buckets and producing, it's like, feed him the ball.
And especially when the offense grinds to a halt like it did. You have to score, and if he's the guy that's going to get it done, here we go. Bogdanovic, oh, look at that, and he just takes it away. He really is spectacular, isn't he?
Playing both ends, Jeff, playing both ends.
Jantanen spins, turns. Simon, all those years still getting it done. And the whistle blows again, another foul on Croatia.
I love the look of Saline here in the first half. Again, let's take a look. Simon rejects the screen. It's just too easy right there, one-on-one. Beautiful running finish. But again, Sasu Saline is in attack mode right now.
Simon, 37 years old, still playing at that high level. The attempt rattles out. Sean Huff, actually 38 years old for Finland. A couple of the elder statesmen here at the FIBA EuroBasket. And he's trying to guard Matkovic, but tough to stop that. And Croatia back on top. Markkanen steps back, that's off. Good rebound, Huff. And the pass at the dunk. Oh my gosh.
I mean,
that does not seem possible.
Sarge did such a good job guarding one-on-one, and then on the rebound, he gave up the basket cut. And what a finish from Markkanen.
Šarić over to Bogdanovic. Here comes Saline. Oh, and tried to get it to Jantanen. They intercepted. Look at that again. The hands up on defense from Markkanen, forcing another turnover. And he can catch those bad passes.
He's a big target. You see him use his length on both ends. Defensively, coming up with steals. Just a very smart player.
Be like, oh, that's a bad pass, and then he just catches it like it's nothing. Matkovic, shot clock about to expire. He's got to put it up. He does! He is just getting better and better. Matkovic.
And Jeff, Matkovic has been the most efficient low post scorer Croatia has had to this point, really helping them take the lead. Great game. back and forth.
Well, Matkovic, second-round pick by the New Orleans Pelicans, clearly knew what they were doing. He has got some talent.
Again, he has done a great job scoring efficiently in the post, and this is the Croatia advantage in this game, putting the ball inside. They've got to be efficient finishing at the rim. And again, for Finland,
6 points, his average 7.4.
Great job from Carlo, but Finland has got to find ways, aside from Markkanen and Sasu Salin, to create opportunities. We see Markkanen off the floor now. Where do their shots come from? Look for plays designed for Sasu Salin.
By the way, Matkovic 21, and you can see a few times in this game, Simon, the 37-year-old, has gone up and served as his kind of mentor. Here's Salin. Oh, goes around Matkovic in the end and scores. And he had to finish with the left hand, but he did it.
Again, coming off the screen, they drew the switch, and then Salin showing he's more than just a three-point shooter, takes him one-on-one. Great finish.
Miro Little's checked into the game for the first time. Point guard guarding Smith. Simon again. Oh, he saw the shot block attempt coming from Jantanen and just put a little extra height on it, and here we go. And Matson races to the other end for the two.
Simon with a great finish, but it's transition defense.
Simon again, another runner, this time short, and Salin. Simon has to come out. He needs a breather. Elias Valtonen back to Salin. Miro Little for three. It's a big shot. He misses. Jantanen. And bodies fall down. Šarić goes down. A foul called on Finland. 3:03 remaining in a thrilling first half.
And here's the challenge now for Finland. Both Markkanen and Sasu Salin on the bench. Where does your offense come from?
The answer? Bring Markkanen back.
Markkanen back in. Again, Lassie knows what he's doing over there. He knows he can't survive without Markkanen or Salin on the court.
He just needs to, what do you think, get him like a couple of minutes and then get him back?
100%.
A couple of minutes of a breather. Bogdanovic fighting his way and fouled by Jantanen.
Again, we've seen Krunoslav Sima, now Bogdan Bogdanovic, attack the closeouts and create opportunities in the lane. Bogdanovic to the free throw line.
And a foul on Jantanen. Personal foul number 2. And Bogdanovic with Finland over the limit, go to the free throw line. Is it howling from the Finnish fans?
It sounds like it. The strength of the pack is in the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is in the pack, and they're in the house.
It kind of has a Halloween sound to it, howling. And he makes one of two. Miro Little again. Bullet pass. Jantanen, or Valtonen drives in. Really, the other Finns aren't finishing well. Now Bogdanovic.
Wow.
Oh boy, he figured out a way to get past Markkanen. 3-point lead for Croatia. Miro Little for three.
Really good confidence from the young player. Little stepping up, hitting a three.
Bogdanovic trying to get some contact. Thought there was a foul. Saric gets it and hits the three. And now technical foul has been called on Bogdanovic for the shout and the stare at Saverio Lanzarini.
Well, he's clearly upset he didn't get the call. Again, he tried to force his way into a post finish. The ball bounced out. Saric hits the three, and now the technical foul.
Markkanen takes and makes it. Well, Coach Mulimirovic, if you don't want the technical, just got to tell your players don't react to the referee like that.
Yeah, you're not going to bully the referee into a call. You know, you're not going to intimidate the referee into a call. Again, you may not like it, but there's a way to communicate situations.
Jantunen from the arc is good. He'd been struggling, so he'll be happy to knock that one down. 4 consecutive points now scored by Finland.
And you can see them stretching out the Croatia bigs for those three-point looks.
Zubac trying to get position, and Jantunen reaches in, but strong catch from Zubac, but then he doesn't finish. And now another technical foul for the reaction by Croatia. And Croatia, their own worst enemy right now. It's ridiculous. The only thing that comes to mind, Mike, is how much does it take for you to learn that it's not going to be tolerated?
Yeah, you know, everyone has to adjust to the officiating, and Croatia clearly not adjusting here. So we'll have a technical foul on Zubac for his reaction, and then a technical foul
on the bench
on Milimirovic. It's Dario Saric that gets the first tee.
So Saric, I thought it was Zubac that got it.
I thought so too.
So I think Zubac thought the technical foul was on him. And he does get 2 of the 3. So were there 3 technical fouls?
So right now, Jeff, just to put things in perspective, Finland has 11 personal fouls called against them, and they've only drawn 6 fouls
from Croatia.
From
So it's not like there's an imbalance.
No.
Miro Little drives in and misses. Here comes Smith. Quickly for Croatia, it gets blocked. And a foul called on Jantunen.
Foul, Finland's number 18, Mikael Jantunen. Third foul.
So, no, there were just 2 technical fouls. There was one called earlier on Bogdanovic, one called on Dario Saric, and one called on the coach. I thought he took 3. Did he take 3 free throws or 2?
It looked like he shot one before while there was lots of discussion. It was not
so he made one of
officially
2.
administered by the referee.
That's.
He was down there getting an extra shot up.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So Smith, the foul hasn't been called on Finland. Goes to the line and makes both. And we're tied up again. Here's Markkanen. Steps back. Get it! Zubac's right in his grill, and it didn't matter.
The one thing you say about a 7-footer that can shoot, they're always open. They can create shots, and it's so tough to block. The step back from Markkanen, beautiful touch.
And Miro Little can miss the foul. So more free throws for Smith.
Here's the step back. Watch the play. Sweep through, step back. I mean, that's a 7-footer trying to contest him. He still has space to get the shot off. Boom. Create space with a step back. Got the shot. But let's give Jalen Smith credit. The last 2 plays, drawing fouls. Really important here to get to the free throw line.
Trying to draw fouls as well.
Yes.
Timeout, Finland.
Ei mitään. Sasu, Henkka ja sen jälkeen me tullaan nopeasti nyrkkiheiluun sillä tavalla, että Shawnee menee tekee hämmerin. Sä lähet karkuun suoraan. Yritetään saada Mirolle tänne ja Lauri goustaa.
That was one of the most exciting plays of this game. But Markkanen, he just scores. His shots are just spectacular, aren't they? Look at this again. Kind of jab step and then fades. And that's about as good a defense as you're going to be able to get from Zubac unless he has a little bit of spring and jumps up and blocks it.
But what you like about what Coach Lassie is doing, he's creating different ways for Markkanen to score. Okay, Markkanen's playing in transition, but we see him posting up. We see him get in isolation. We see him setting a screen and stepping out, popping to stretch the bigs. Again, they're using him as an offensive weapon in a variety of ways, making him that much more difficult to guard. Great job by Coach Lassie and the Finland staff.
But as you said, great job by Smith getting back to the line.
You got to play the game within the game. Take advantage of those opportunities.
Now, will they just put the ball in the hands of Salin or Markkanen? You think it's going to be one of those 2 guys to get the shot. Oh, might be Little. He gets in, puts it up and in. How about that?
Great
finish.
Spring
from Miro Little.
Markkanen slipped the screen, ghost action, opened up the floor space. Little gets the angle to score here. And that's a fantastic finish for the young point guard.
Well, he might be getting a little bit more court time in the second half with that basket, putting Finland on top 45-43 against Croatia at halftime.
Well played first half here. Again, 7 for 20 3-point makes from Finland. 19-16 rebound advantage. Croatia trying to establish plays at the rim. Again, Markkanen and Salin carrying the Finnish offense. We see Markkanen with 17, Salin with 11, Saric Bogdanovic with 10 each.
Well, that's been one of the more enjoyable first halves of basketball in the round of 16. Both teams going back and forth. And then if you're realistic and you're a Finnish fan, you know, the question has to be asked, what is our offense when Markkanen goes out of the game?
I think the first thing is keep Markkanen on the floor, number one. Number two, what you've seen, you can get Markkanen shots. He can score in a variety of ways. You can get Sasu Salin shots. But it's been a struggle for the remainder of the team to be productive. They've got to find some ways to help some more players contribute.
How about that play right there?
That's
wow.
a highlight.
That's called jumping out of the gym.
Yes. Again, you know, Matkovic was really a good spark, efficient. Simon using his dribble, creating shots for himself. You know, you have two different styles here. Can Finland ride Markkanen, play enough in transition and hit enough threes? And can Croatia become more efficient finishing their post-up opportunities at the rim? You know, this will be the story of the second half.
And you got to bear in mind with also the technicals, don't forget, you know, mental, what do you call it?
Emotional discipline.
Emotional discipline will be key for Croatia.
Yes. You know, and what fans have to understand is, you know, this is a wonderful opportunity here in Berlin, the knockout stage. You put so much into it. You have these dreams of doing great things for your basketball country you want to achieve. And, you know, how do you handle the situations where you're not successful, where it doesn't go your way? In those cases, you know, emotional reactions, they've got to be in control of their emotions better here on the big stage.
Well, you get an unsportsmanlike foul or another technical, you're gone. That's Bogdanovic and that's Šarić, and then also the same for coach.
And
so
this could impact the game for sure.
45-43, Finland on top of Croatia at halftime.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
His averages, Perry. Oh, nice pass. Goodness gracious me, Schroeder. Born to entertain. Again, look at this. Oh.
Between the legs pocket pass, there's no ball pressure applied to Schroeder.
Bukavicius puts it up. Count it. What a play from Bukavicius, who just has become a very important player in this team, and it's not just defense. A little bit of hope here for Montenegro if they can drill it. Oh, they're going to get it to Dublovic, and he goes old school, just lays it up.
Again, Mihailovic in attack mode. Beautiful play and pick and roll. He's really shown well here today.
Providus now trying to guard Brown. And they get it to Garuba! Usman Garuba dunks Spain into a 6-point advantage. Maybe the lob. Ooh, oh, look at this. Čančar! Luka Doncic gets his first assist of the game. First bucket for Čančar.
No extra space, a great talent.
Look at this. And this time Tarpe is not going to be denied. He goes in for the dunk. Osman win for the block. They're letting the time run down. They get it to Jokubaitis. Oh, and they get it tipped in. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We've got overtime.
What more could you ask for? Knockout stage basketball.
Doncic just scored for Slovenia. Here he is getting fouled, and he scores. Three-point play opportunity, and this time just an extraordinary finish from Luka.
Such touch, such skill to be hit in an awkward position.
Oh, look at Schroeder. Oh, he goes in for the dunk. How about that? Dennis the Menace.
Beautiful handoff, clear runway to the basket.
First round of 16 game comes down to this. Fournier with a little runner, short, but there's no goal by the putback. Can you believe it? Big bad Rudy Gobert goes up for the putback dunk. And Rudy Gobert and Boy Turkey are lucky they did not also blow the whistle on that play. Watch Osmani go up and go for the block. And that's what Rudy Gobert was saying.
Rudy Gobert playing above the rim.
Bojan Bogdanovic, no surprise here, leading Croatia in scoring with 10 points. So he's hit one of his 2 threes. He's 3 of 7 from the floor, and that was the first big 3 that he hit with the shot clock winding down. And then he's so strong, even able to beat Markkanen here on that drive.
He's a key for their second half production. Again, he's got to be a little more efficient, but hopefully he can be in attack mode.
And Lauri Markkanen, meanwhile, he's 1 of 4 from deep, 6 of 9 inside the arc, and again, his ability to elevate and just make those incredible shots. I mean, what a weapon he is. Look at this.
And Jeff, if you're in that Croatia locker room, topic number 1 is how are we stopping Markkanen? What are our matchups? What defensive adjustments do we need to make? You know, let's see if they can find a way to slow him down.
Safe to call him the fabulous Finn?
Wow.
Or fantastic?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Again,
futuristic Finn.
He's carrying this team.
Flamboyant.
Flamboyant. And then, you know, again, the second productive player, Sasu Salin, they had a couple defensive breakdowns. Again, you've got to have a clean game, execute your defensive coverages, take away his three-point looks. And then, of course, the transition defense. That's the 3 areas. Markkanen, Salin, transition defense. And on the offensive side, Croatia has got to be more efficient, finishing at the rim. Matkovic came off the bench and did a great job. But again, you know, Jeff, all of these little plays count, and the emotional discipline, the technical fouls, you know, 3 technicals, a couple makes, 2-point Finland lead.
Šarić has one of the technicals. We thought it was actually on Zubac, but officially it was on Šarić. But anyway, means, you know, has to do a lot of the dirty work down low, drawing those fouls on Finland.
I mean, Jeff, if you are an NBA player for Croatia, when you get the ball on the block with an advantage situation, you should hold yourself to the expectation, I am scoring through contact and through the foul. So it's not about complaining about this foul, I didn't get this call. You've got to hold yourself to that higher standard here at EuroBasket.
In other words, be a man.
Man up in the paint. You're trying to post these guys up. And again, you loved Salin in attack mode, much like we talked about Evan Fournier for France hunting threes. You need Sasu Salin hunting threes. Run your flare screens, run your screening actions to get him opportunities, because aside from Markkanen, he's been a guy who can give you offense.
It's great to see those former Finnish greats, Hanno Matola and Teemu Rannikko out here, part of the
Jos on hidas, jos on nopea, niin mennään muutaman kerran timanttia liikutaan. Ei ole pelattu sisäpeliä kertaakaan. Mun mielestä pallo voidaan heittää Laurille ja juosta Katit ja muut. Ja sä voit pelatakin siitä, mutta päästä niin sisään ulos peliä. Neljä sivu Lauri, Sasu ja Sasulle. Sen jälkeen loppuun asti Elias täältä.
So Mike, the winner of this round of 16 game takes on Spain, and you can learn more about that if you scan in that barcode and go to the FIBA EuroBasket app. Get it in your smartphone.
I'm going to check my
everything at your fingertips.
I'm going to check my app to check the brackets for the next round matchups. And as you say, the winner of this game will play Spain, who had just a memorable win last night over Lithuania. Fantastic overtime game.
Second half action underway here in Berlin, the Mercedes-Benz Arena by the River Spree. We are sitting in what was once East Germany. Spectacular setting for basketball. Here they get it down low to Šarić. Gave a pump fake, ended up scoring easily.
Really good patience from Croatia there. Tried to post up Bogdanovic, ended up with Šarić at the rim. And that's how you want to respond, finishing your plays.
Salim kind of falls down. He's able to get it to Huff. Now Max Honey. Steps back for three, and he's fouled by Bogdanovic.
We've seen consistency from the officials game after game. Contact with the three-point shooter. 3 free throws awarded.
Here it is again. I think it's safe to say they call that three-point shot if there's any contact at all.
Yeah, so he had
It is tight.
a little bit of, touch on the release and then a little brush with the body.
I was just gonna say before he took that shot, I was a little surprised they took Miro. They didn't start Little because he was so effective at the end of the first half. And then of course Maxoni goes out, he gets fouled shooting a three.
But Maxoni had a good start to the game, finishing his plays in the paint as well.
And what about Brad Stevens? He looks like he's perked up a little bit.
I think he's impressed with Markkanen's performance and
He's
really intrigued about the game.
And is he asking himself, why didn't we get Matkovic? Oh, look at that. Good defense. Help from Elias Valtonen. Who do you think is the most famous Celtic that was Croatian of all time? That's an easy one, isn't it?
That's maybe not so easy.
Dino Raja.
Dino Raja. Without a doubt. Important national team player.
Absolute star of international basketball in the FIBA Hall of Fame.
And again, like last night, Jeff,
Naismith Hall of Fame.
I said you are a EuroBasket encyclopedia.
Yes.
And
Naismith Hall of Fame.
this is why I enjoy talking basketball with you so much.
You know that you're going to get a few questions peppered.
I will learn some things, and
Pepper sprayed.
that's what's wonderful. You learn some things.
Okay, I'll try to come up with another one. Here's Markkanen. And Šarić brings down that rebound. And Sasu Salin commits to foul on Hezonja.
Tough matchup in the post for Salin. He gives up some size on Hezonja. Again, you'd like to see Hezonja and the Croatian players post up with better position against the smaller Finnish defenders. Nice.
Oh boy, they find Bogdanovic's terrific pass from Šarić.
Beautiful back screen play there from Croatia.
Maxoni. And Markkanen reaches over Bogdanovic and gets it. Maxoni gets it again. And now a technical foul has been called on Maxoni. And that is a really silly foul on him. And he's already watched him tee up Croatia for doing that very thing. It just can't happen.
Unfortunate.
Emotional.
Discipline. Unfortunate for Finland. You know if it's being called on the other team, you've got to be aware that referees are going to look for consistency.
That's just saying, here, have a point, Bogdanovic.
Yeah, disappointing reaction there. And now we're tied.
Henrik Detman actually sitting a couple rows behind the bench of Finland. Here's Smith and drills the three. Wow. Colleen Devon Smith has 9 points. So that was a 4-point trip down the floor.
And you see Croatia switching the Salin ball screens that time much better with coverage.
Now Markkanen guarded by Bogdanovic, puts up the jumper. I'm just blown away by how good that man is. Now, Bogdanovic as well, Utah Jazz.
Yeah, again, so he faced him up, and again, he knows he's not going to be blocked, so he just goes at his own pace.
Šarić Gets the block called on Sean Huff. So Jantunen comes back in for Huff.
Look for their back screen play again. They switched it, post Bogdanovic.
Terrific play. Bogdanovic had a chance for a three-point play. If it goes, he'll settle for 2 free throws.
Again, he's got to finish that play. He's such a really good scorer. The efficiency of their offense depends on finishing these plays at the rim.
Points now for Bogdanovic, 5 of 6 at the line. And as a team, Finland are 5 of 6. They're 12 of 14 now, 13 of 15 at the line.
And that's a product of Croatia trying to establish the post.
Going behind his back. Rimlock picks up the personal. Kantonen pulls up, and boy, that was a big shot.
Wow.
Confidently taken. It's his first 2 points of the game. Smith, high arcing three.
And Jeff, that's great teamwork from Croatia. A traffic screen. They switched, post a mismatch, and get Julian Smith a three.
And Jantunen now with the moving screen. Momentum swing as well. And Finland are not calling a timeout. They're just making some changes with Valtonen and Jantunen going out and Mattsson coming in. Here it is again. So Jantunen leaves with 4 fouls. Big moment in the game, and also especially with Little coming back in. Šarić from downtown. Good box out by Kantonen on Bogdanovic. Salin crisscrosses and rattles in a three for Croatia.
Sasu Salin using his dribble this time to create space. Created the separation and buried the three. Big bucket.
Traveling on Bogdanovic.
Jeff, as we see Salin, look at the reject, use the crossover dribble, separation three, beautiful. We've seen teams like Lithuania, Bosnia-Herzegovina play through the post, and they have played through the post much more efficiently than Croatia has here this afternoon.
Markkanen guarded by Bogdanovic. Fades, another shot for quite possibly the best player on the court. 21 points for Markkanen. Well, they know that Smith cannot be left open, that's for sure. Oh, that's a charge. Salin takes one for the team.
Jeff, that's textbook right there. You're the low man, as we see Markkanen. Now, here's the challenge for Croatia. If you don't have a matchup with Markkanen, the next logical thought is, okay, let's double the post. But what you find with Markkanen in his size and length, he is such a good passer out of the post. Most double teams don't impact him because of his length and vision. So they've got to find that big matchup that's going to be able to challenge and disrupt his offense.
Salin again open, and Little chases down the long rebound. Markkanen for three. Smith quickly up to Bogdanovic. Matkovic going to try to pull his way down and lays it up. And Salin with the rebound. And Matkovic just has to let that one go. So Croatia, team foul number 4.
Again, with all of my Polish teams and different teams, you always do a stat, you chart a stat of finishes at the rim. And again, today, we can see this is a big factor for Croatia, leaving so many of their post-up opportunities and plays at the rim unfinished.
See Petteri Koponen coming into the game. And Kantanen as well. Salin goes out for a breather. Also I saw Zubac looking on from the bench. Koponen, the maker of so many big shots for Finland over the years, but he hands it off to Markkanen, who's a definite go-to man now. And Bogdanovic corrals the rebound. Miro Little trying to guard Hezonja, and Hezonja puts it off the side of the backboard. Now Little doesn't need to be in a rush, but he hands it off to Markkanen! That would have been a good time to say, here comes Wolf.
Great finish from Markkanen, great pass from Little. Seeing the cutter in transition, you can see it here, it opens up. We talked about transition defense being critical for Croatia, not a good enough effort. They had 4 guys back.
Ako si ovdje ne utrčavajmo i odigra 1 na 1, da napravimo višak, okej. Play fist down. Juks is gonna go, you go, hand off. Matko, izađi na pick, short roll. Ne short roll, odi
So we see a difference in this game. Markkanen is creating good shots for him in the post, and okay, of course, the transition D and great pass from Little. But the Croatian team, when they do have their opportunities, they're not finishing plays. But we saw the last one, Mario Hezonja has the matchup advantage against Little, and he's not shooting a good shot.
Yeah.
That's the skill, that's the necessary situation. You have the advantage, you've got to attack it together, but you've got to individually create a good shot for your team.
That was telling, that matchup. See Markkanen's numbers, and you think about who's at this FIBA EuroBasket, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, Lauri Markkanen, Franz Wagner. I mean, just some brilliant, incredible talents.
I really like this out of the timeout. Lassie calls for the trap of the pick and roll, trying to give Croatia a different look. Unfortunately, called for a foul. Simon will go to the line.
Simon, the veteran, played very well in the first half. And Madsen with 4 fouls goes out. 38-year-old Huff back in. Croatia now 13 of 16 at the line. That was Krunoslav Simon's first free throw attempt. He makes the second. Quick pass to Markkanen. Just kind of snuck in on the baseline for another slam dunk.
Again, great back screen play there.
Oh, Koponen knocks it away from Simon. And Koponen gets down, and a foul called on Koponen. Calling him for the contact.
Here's the back screen play. Great screen from Koponen.
Oh.
Nice pass from Huff. And again, using Markkanen in a variety of ways. Really, really tough to guard.
So Simon, a break for Croatia, really. Struggling a little bit, able to get back to the free throw line. And Simon makes both. Koponen again wants to get it to Lauri Markkanen. Simon helps to get it back to Koponen. Little open for three, and Bogdanovic saves it in bounds. Here's Bogdanovic for the two, and he ties it up again. Bogdanovic again getting the tough assignment, having to guard Markkanen. Shot clock winding down. Markkanen. Oh, it just kind of takes your breath away, doesn't it? He's not making easy shots, but he does kind of make them look easy. He's got 27.
You can see the skill and the touch. So much talent.
Finland beat Croatia twice in the European qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. So trying to continue. They were close games, trying to maintain that mastery. Here's Koponen, drives in, and the follow from Markkanen. This might be the best performance. I mean, also Doncic, I should say. Probably the 47-point performance by him against France was the most spectacular. But I'll tell you what, Markkanen is really doing the business here today. And now the dump to Matkovic. And Markkanen goes up and makes contact, and he's going to check on Matkovic. Boy, this is, it doesn't matter if you drive and miss when Markkanen is in the paint, because he's going up for the putback.
Again, we saw Krunoslav Simon fall down. It's his responsibility to put that block out on the emergency switch, called veer back situation.
I think he was trying to draw a foul, wasn't he?
Could have been playing for a foul, but as he went down, there's no block out coverage on Markkanen, and it's an easy putback to his easiest basket of the night.
So Markkanen sits down with a minute to go. Matkovic at the free throw line. And let's see, at least Sasu Salin is back on the court. And I think with Little, you have a little bit more creativity. He'll be able to, if he has to fashion his own shot, he'll be able to.
And the experience of a Koponen and a Huff out there will definitely make good decisions on the court.
And an offensive foul, boxing out, called on Elias Valtonen. So Hazonia doing a good job putting pressure, trying to get in there. And Lassi Tuovi. What do you think of that finished attire, the coaching attire?
I think they
casual yet modern.
Yes, I think they look good. I think they
very Nordic.
Yes, they look good. Very smooth coaching staff over there. Well attired.
Hey, you dress good, you feel good.
That's right. And then you'll play good.
Then you coach good.
That's what I'm talking about.
So Milomировich just knows how big these free throws can be. And Hezonja does indeed make the second. So by hook or by crook, they end up getting 2 free throws. It just took them 4 trips, or 4 attempts. Sean Huff hands it off to Koppanen. Sasu Salin, and the hands up, and Valtonen able to bat it over to Salin, but that's off the iron. Great hustle by Huff, and a new 14 for Finland. I like Little. I like this move. And he puts it up, just doesn't make the shot. And then Bogdanovic makes an outlet pass while lying on his back.
Tremendous effort from everyone on the floor. Really giving up their body, giving it all they have.
Bogdanovic just so tough to contain, and Salin picks up his 3rd foul. Croatia going back to the line where they've made 18 of 23 on the day, and Bojan Bogdanovic, what is his success rate? And they check Markkanen back in, by the way.
6 out of 7. Again, he's made and shot more free throws than the entire Finnish team, but that's a product of them trying to establish the post and play inside. The last few minutes, they've tried to get the pick and pops to create a lead. That time they got a pick and pop for Bogdanovic, give him the ball, try to give him an opportunity to drive to the basket. They've done it earlier with Saric. Pick and pop opportunities, big part of the Croatian offense.
Mavra back in the game for Croatia, who just pulled to within 1. And Mr. Bogdanovic now 7 of 8 at the charity stripe. Eight of 9, 89% for Bogdanovic, so he will sit down for the rest of the quarter. And I think probably not spend too much time on the bench after the quarter break. They've got time to get up the floor. Can they get the ball into the hands of Lauri Markkanen? Well, it's going to be Little. Lauri Markkanen appealing for more time to be added to the clock, because if they don't add anything, the only thing they could do is throw it up to the rim.
And Jeff, we saw earlier in the game, Markkanen with his size, length, and skill, you know, you can just throw the ball up to him at a matchup and he try to tip it in. Look for them to try to do something similar here. You can see Dario Saric calling his teammates down, hey, let's body this guy up. Don't give him any space. I mean, the other thing they could do is sub in a big man to just play defense on the ball here and make the pass difficult. You can see there's no ball pressure on the passer from Croatia. He's going to be able to make a pinpoint pass.
Oh, it gets it up. It is incredible. It was the only thing they could do. The only thing.
And Jeff, you could see it coming. You know, Markkanen walked right under the rim, 3 guys there, but you've got to have ball pressure on the passer in these situations.
He may have been fouled.
It's possible.
I mean, Croatia might be lucky they didn't call a foul here.
But look,
but then again, I think Saric was complaining that Markkanen pushed off on him.
Yeah.
So maybe Finland also got away with one.
Again, look at Max Hooney.
Wow.
Really a pinpoint pass and big bucket to give them the lead.
67-65, Finland on top of Croatia at the end of 3.
Again, field goal shooting, you can see it's really interesting that Croatia has advantage in all of the numbers here, yet trailing by 2. That's a product of Markkanen just being a difference maker out here.
Well, because Croatia making a lot of free throws, and actually Finland have made more shots, but their percentages aren't as good.
So again, the question in the Croatia huddle, what do we do with Lauri Markkanen? You know, Matkovic was a good matchup for him. He challenged him. We'll see what they decide to do. They've got to do something to disrupt his offensive game. 31 points. clearly carrying this Finland team.
Again, this play here is just utterly incredible. It is the only play they've got. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
And again, as we say, the little things mean a lot. You've got to put ball pressure on passers in those last second situations.
He has got 31 points.
Here we go, 10 minutes to go.
In a close game. And in a way, it's, you know, I think when we saw them play Israel, you felt like maybe some other guys could step into it. But in this case, it feels like he is the only guy. He's got to carry him. Bogdanovic, just so tough.
And again, that's what you expect. Get the ball in the post, make a strong move, finish through the contact. This is what, you know, Croatia needs here in the fourth quarter.
Bogdanovic now with 21 points. And look at Markkanen!
Now, Croatia.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, what a fantastic finish, but Croatia wants a wipeout situation in the screen and roll. As the roller Madsen went to the basket, he took out the Croatian defender. They call that a wipeout here. Take a look. You can see he's wiping out Saric. Saric kind of flops to embellish the play. And what a finish from Lauri Markkanen.
He hammered it home. Smith, Simon, Hazonia, Šarić, Bogdanovic on the court for Croatia. Here's Bogdanovic, and Markkanen flies in, able to get the ball over to Madsen. And Markkanen's had some brilliant games. This is nothing new for him in Finland, but he is just taking this EuroBasket to new heights. Really, you feel like the spectacular performance is one for the ages today. Here's Smith. And Koponen fouls.
So again, the size and length, he covers so much ground as he gets to the basket. He just gets around Saric. They've got to come up with an answer, a matchup. They've got to come up with something to slow him down. Ramoyakin.
I mean, 35 points from Markkanen. I don't think Doncic's 47 is completely out of reach the way this is going right now. Šarić over to Smith. Uh-oh, they made a mistake. They live to tell the tale. Smith has been making his threes.
Good offense there from Croatia. Into the post, out of the post.
Max Honey, little runner. Bogdanovic passes up and now drives in. Oh, such a strong finisher. He's got 23.
And again, you love their leader stepping up. Great finish there.
Max Honey puts up another three, doesn't drop, and shot it. Boy, what a tough rebound that was. So again, Croatia can tie it or take the lead. Bogdanovic, his pass batted and collected by Koponen. And a hold on Ramlak.
There they are, Jeff.
They are. Must be pretty bright for the one on the right. Inside, we're in the shades, the gaffas. It's the shining excellence of Markkanen that's blinding. Here it is. Valtonen and has it knocked away, and really the other Finnish players right now are just struggling to do anything offensively.
Nice.
Smith from the wing, it's good.
Again, pick and pop with Saric creates the advantage. They run off the shooter in the corner, extra pass. 72-71 Croatia, big shot from Smith.
Clearly, they're trying to prevent Markkanen from taking over. He takes the foul. Absolutely got bumped and still has the quality to make the shot.
And again, Jeff, they tried to double him. You'll see it coming here. They get the mismatch. Here comes Saric from the top. But look, boom, take the hit, finish over the top of it. If you will double him, you've got to double him on the catch. You've got to be there with immediate ball pressure, but even so, he's got the size and length to see out of it and pass out of it. Really a tough matchup, Lauri Markkanen.
In fairness, it looked like Ramlak's defense wasn't quite as bad. I mean, that was just a great make by Markkanen.
Yeah, he has such length to be able to get his shots off.
He's got 38 points.
And then the touch.
And Simon makes a runner. The veteran. Kantanen thought about putting it up, and now Markkanen puts it up, fading again, not this time, and oh, they call the foul on Sean Huff there. Six and a half minutes remaining in another round of 16 game going to the wire. That's pretty much been custom here. 2 overtime games yesterday. A thriller today between Poland and Ukraine, won by Poland, and now it's Croatia and Finland. Šarić turns on Sean Huff, an offensive foul called on Šarić. So he must have hooked him.
Referee had great angle for the play. It must have been a hook. Let's take a look if we see the replay. He does a great job ducking in. He gets the ball.
Yeah. Easy call. Salin. And a foul, another foul on Šarić, but it's just, Mike, it's indisputable. You are not allowed to hook on that move for Šarić. It 100%. Is indisputable.
But what we see from Croatia today, you've got to hold yourself to a higher standard, discipline in creating shots for yourself. You know, they're just a little sloppy with their execution, and they can improve in that area.
Toughest part of the game for Finland, Markkanen on the bench. He's got to get a breather. He's been carrying the team. Kantanen for 3. Oh! For the second time, Kantanen strikes from a long way out.
And as you say, it's so valuable now. They find some offense while Markkanen is on the bench. Really big shot.
He's got some, you know what, Kantanen. Simon as well, rattles out. Kantanen with the rebound. A little unlucky for Simon, the 37-year-old.
Good offense from Croatia.
Now Finland need to value this possession. They need to get a good shot. Look at Simon battle from behind. And Simon just completely beasted Jantunen there.
Again, this is high-level experience against inexperience.
Yeah.
Even though it's a disadvantaged situation, he plays the passing lane and then is resourceful enough to throw the ball out of bounds off him. Again, you've got to play every possession for the full 40 minutes.
Bogdanovic for 3, he's gonna tie it, but he doesn't make it. And another great attempt by Croatia, batting the ball back out for another 14 seconds. Simon, Ramlak for 3. Oh yes, you gotta love it.
That is such a big shot for Croatia, tying the game.
Kantanen over to Huff, and Huff and Puff hits a 3-pointer.
I mean, how many times have we seen the teamwork over the years? Great ball movement result in Sean Huff hitting a shot, the veteran knocking it down. Great to see for Finland.
Markkanen getting ready to come back in. Charge denied. The team defense to Max Honey. Oh, he's tripped up by Simon. Wow. 3 fouls. Are they going to look at this because is this an intentional situation? I mean, they might. It looked like he just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
But they're going to look at it just, I don't think he stuck his leg out.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything intentional here, but let's take a look and see what the video has to show.
So, you're looking for an opportunity for an unsportsmanlike foul on the transition. Yes. All right, so it looks from this point of view, from this view, we have already the player with the 2 feet on the floor. You know, like a bit changing the direction, but causing an accidental contact to me, that it's more to be called like a personal foul than a clear step into the foot of the dribbler.
I completely agree because, you know, the point of the contact was on the feet and he turns to run to the defense.
Yes.
Now, so it's a normal basketball action.
Right, so,
yeah.
Yes, and then accidental contact. So we compare personal foul to number 7 red. 7 red, we have a bonus, and then we have 2 free throws for number 21 white. Yeah. Confirm. Yes.
So you heard the reasoning. You know what? I'm not saying they're wrong, but to me, it looked like he tripped him. He stuck his leg there.
Yeah, but I think
just a little. I think he put it there just enough to trip him.
I think he wanted to, and he stopped himself. And then, okay, there was the incidental contact right there. So, but again, officials going through the process of trying to get it right. Let's see if Max Honey can take advantage of the foul in transition.
So he makes the first. Zubac's having to watch from the bench. Four-point lead, Markkanen back in the game. That extra review gives all the players, including Markkanen, a little bit extra time to catch their breath. 4:06 remaining, a long time, especially the way Croatia plays.
And we are in winning time, Jeff. All these possessions and execution matter.
Šarić guarded by Jantanen. And doesn't get it off in time. A little confusion for Croatia. Saline for 3, good! The Susiengi stretch their lead to 7 points, make it 8.
Jeff, you've got to stay connected.
Biggest lead in the game.
Trail. Again, he tried to take a shortcut. Separation, that's all Salin needs.
Dajte da ove izlaze, blokove, slušaj, svičajte to, rekao. Nemoj da ostanemo ovde, odsvičajte, pa nek daju preko ruke. Ima još vremena, hej. I play, bonus. Hezonja, okej? We go, we Ciši pop out. Ne, Matko pop out, ti si tu. Ciši. And then we have pick and roll. Hezi, 5.
Well, one of the many drives and dunks for Lauri Markkanen. Just kind of pulled it back and threw it down. And then graceful as well. So 38 points for Lauri Markkanen, one of his finest hours. Is it his finest hour? Well, I seem to remember at EuroBasket 2017, including against your team, Poland, he had some spectacular performances in Helsinki.
Yeah, that was kind of his welcome onto the world stage.
He's a better player now, though, right?
He's a far superior player. His experience in the NBA, several teams.
5 years later.
And again, I'm sure he loves playing for Finland because he is a focal point of their offense.
I'll tell you, you watch this game as an NBA club and you say, we got to make him our focal point. Here's Šarić and Kantanen rather, with the rebound. And here's what's interesting. If you're Finland, I don't think you necessarily want to make time run off the clock. You got to keep that offense rolling. Here's Jantanen. Got to keep the offense going. Kantanen's been good. Back to Jantanen. Maksuni.
Great ball movement on that possession. Just couldn't get the shot to go down.
And Smith fouled. I think by Kantanen.
Very, very important possession here.
Got to find a way to get the ball to Bogdanovic. It doesn't matter what shot he takes. It's probably going to be the best shot you'll get. He puts it up and rattles out. You probably put money on him making that shot. He's got 23. Clock is not yet the enemy of Croatia, but it soon will be. Here's Markkanen going at Šarić. Oh my goodness, he's got 40.
There's the enemy of Croatia right there, just getting a bucket one-on-one. Such a tough matchup.
40 points, 9 rebounds. Here goes Matkovic, big time. Go to Carlo Matkovic. 2 minutes remaining. Maksuni ends up fortunate to be fouled and to get to the free throw line.
I can't believe Maksuni looked off Markkanen at the top of the key. Went to the basket.
So Miro Little is going to come in for Sasu Salin. I don't know if that's
offense.
Look at it. Look at Italy. Look at Polonara watching, getting ready to come in. They're going to try to spring the upset, aren't they, on Serbia?
They will try. They will try. But I think Little comes in. You know, Salin has the 4 fouls. You want to have a guy who can be out there and really pressure and defend, not worry about picking up a 5th foul. We'll see some offense, defense subs from the Finnish bench. Ten-point lead, Jeff.
With 1:51 remaining. Croatia need to summon something special here. Smith looks good, is short, and falls, in fact, over. Shooter's bounce. Didn't waste any time. They got it in. Get it back to an 8-point deficit. Ooh. So you got 3 guards out there with Kantanen, Maksuni, Little. Milking the clock. Here goes Little. Oh, look at Little. And here comes Bogdanovic. Hezonja for 3, and look out. And you start to wonder now for Finland, and especially, for example, that last play by Little, is that the best shot that you can get?
Please put the ball in Lauri Markkanen's hands.
Yeah, it has to go every time.
And I think this will be the main message of the timeout.
Timeout.
sieltä Brassin murto. Brassin murto. Henkka avaa Edonin Lauri tässä. Sen jälkeen pelataan 4 alusta, pelataan silleen. Mikke, sä vapaudut tonne. Edon, hae pallo tai Henkka. Ja sen jälkeen kun me käytetään, niin Lauri Sasu. Tänne Kaimi Actionin kympissä. Jos ei vapaudu.
Okay, so maybe a little fortunate on this one with Smith getting the bounce. And this happened, Hazonia, after, I mean, just tell it like it is, Mike. Miro Little, he's young, so you forgive him. But he got Markkanen on the court.
Yeah.
And you're going baseline against Dario Saric.
And when Saric cuts him off, that's where he's got to, okay, I tried, I didn't get where I wanted to go. Let me move the ball and get the ball into the hands of Markkanen. Let's see what they do out of this timeout here.
Feels like they've just invited Croatia right back into it. Here's Maxoni. Oh boy, look at that. Well, what do we know? Just give it to Maxoni.
Maxoni right to the rim.
Oh gosh. And Smith loses it out of control. What a sequence.
Costly.
I mean, you like the idea that Maxoni is confident in his ability. We felt like on the previous drive when he got fouled, maybe he should have given it to Markkanen, but he's just proved us wrong both times. He got to the line, he made his free throws, and he's just scored with a layup. And now Finland firmly in the driving seat, up 7 with 40 seconds remaining. Hazonia going for the steal. Now Jantanen, Maxoni. And now Markkanen gets it. This will be a nail in the coffin if it goes, and it does! And what a shot, 43 points. That's right, folks, 43 points, an exclamation mark on one of the incredible performances of this tournament. Matkovic. 19 of 29 for Lauri Markkanen. Look at this. And every time he makes a shot, you're like, how does he do it? It just gets, the degree of difficulty just seems to go up and up, and yet he makes it look easy. And Finland are going to be headed to the quarterfinals.
Lauri Markkanen was unguardable for Croatia today.
He was.
They had no answers, no matchup.
Sergio Scariolo.
And
you know what's coming?
Well, again, you can expect a box-and-1. You can expect some different things, but they will have Hernan Gomez brothers to match up. They will have several matchups that will be different than Croatia. But what a fantastic performance here from Lauri Markkanen. One for the Finland basketball history books.
And Finland have continued to pile on the misery for Croatia. They beat them twice in the European qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and now they have knocked them out of FIBA EuroBasket 2022. Unbelievable.
Jeff, just a great story.
And Lauri Markkanen, quite frankly, folks, is one of the front runners for the MVP award. Of course, they'll have to keep it alive, but they win it, Finland, 94-86 over Croatia. Hugs from Hanno Matola. And the teams shake hands. You have to wonder how, you know, is this the last EuroBasket for maybe a couple of these Croatian players? I guess it's insignificant at this point. Croatia played hard. It's hard to beat a team with a superstar like Markkanen.
Markkanen put the team on his back and carried them, led them to the next round. Fantastic victory for Finland. Congratulations to the team.
Well, for the Finnish fans that watched it, I mean, that are here, they've been rewarded with an historic performance, really.
And again, what's interesting is you see the numbers, except for the three-point shooting on the Croatia side. Just difference maker, Lauri Markkanen. 43 points. Fantastic moment for Markkanen and his teammates.
Look at him celebrate. They value every win. As they should, because every win at the FIBA EuroBasket is special, especially when you get to the knockout round. You want to make the most of it, and Finland are lucky that the basketball gods have had someone called Lauri Markkanen born in their country, because he is exceptional. Just sit back and enjoy it. Mike, just remarkable performance. They will have their chances against Spain. It's going to be fascinating. I think Spain will still be difficult to beat.
Well, Jeff, Spain will game plan against Markkanen. They will game plan against Markkanen and work to take away the three-point looks of Salin. And then what is the next step for the Finland offensive attack? How are they productive? If you can limit Markkanen and limit Salin, we saw the rest of the team. It wasn't so easy, but again, let's leave them for their moment today. They played fantastic basketball. Markkanen with a game for the ages, and just a great moment for the Finland basketball.
Yeah, I think you said it right. You know what? You got to enjoy these wins and don't put too much pressure on yourselves. And I think the way they've celebrated, they're like they've reached their minimum goal to get to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, any more accomplishments would be something really super special. But again, this is a great sign for Finland. You know, this is next generation now. They've had a great run under Henrik Detman, and now we have Lassi.
Tuovi, yeah.
And this is the next generation led by Lauri Markkanen.
What he's able to do with his size, and really, you're right, he was unstoppable today.
So again, he
was unguardable.
This is in the same image of a Dirk Nowitzki, a 7-foot three-point threat that can create his own shot in the post. And again, Markkanen was every bit the impact player they needed him to be.
So Poland winning earlier against Ukraine. Now Finland have beaten Croatia. Next will be Serbia and Italy, followed by Greece and Czech Republic. The games are coming fast and furious. The greats are here. Some fans are going to leave disappointed. Some are going to be happy. The team with Lauri Markkanen today, Finland, they are celebrating a famous win. What a game. Way to go, Lauri.